We can now go across to correspondent Danielle Robertson standing by in Jerusalem. Danielle, good afternoon. Talk us through what's happening on the ground over in Gaza.
Yeah, well, the Israeli Defense Force has said that Hamas has lost control of the north, an area that they say that they have seized a number of weapons and where they have exposed a number of Hamas tunnels. The Israeli military has said they have now made significant advancements inside Gaza City, a place where residents there say that Israeli tanks are surrounding. Tens of thousands of people have now fled from the north of Gaza and they are walking on foot to the south. Thousands of displaced people being crammed inside schools and hospitals as they try to escape the constant Israeli bombardments. Now, we have also heard that Hamas says that they have inflicted serious damage during intense street fighting in Gaza City. But of course, a lot of the information we are hearing is either coming from the Israeli Defense Force or from Hamas and from the few local journalists that are left on the ground in Gaza. So information is limited, but what we do know, and we have seen vision of widespread destruction, and there are more than 10,500 people that have been killed inside Gaza, and around 40% of them are children. Now, the Israeli Defense Force says they have put in an evacuation order that will close at 4 o'clock today. That's in about 2 hours' time, but I have been told that people who even reach that border are facing lengthy processes to get out.
And Danielle, we have had reports in the past 24 hours of a possible hostage release, a number of hostages, I believe around less than 20, in exchange for a 3-day ceasefire. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so the United States CIA Director William Burns was due to be in Qatar today, a country that has been key in negotiating the release of hostages that are being held by Hamas inside Gaza. Now, the negotiations are centering around the release of around 10 to 15 hostages in exchange for a ceasefire. Now, the reason that Qatar has a bit of leverage when it comes to these negotiations, they do have a number of Hamas political leaders that are based in Qatar, and they have been key in mediating negotiations between Israel and Hamas since October 7th, and they have had success in releasing some hostages previously. Now, the CIA director that was deployed by the Biden administration is one of many officials that are being sent overseas to try and boost humanitarian aid inside Gaza, desperately needed humanitarian aid, and to try and help secure the release of these hostages. The United States says that they understand that there are around 200 hostages, but the exact number is unclear. We do know that Israel has said that they would only consider a pause in fighting if they understood that Hamas was serious about releasing hostages, but limited on the details of around that exactly.
Danielle, thank you very much for that. Danielle Robertson reporting there for us from Jerusalem today.